Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today in this video, I'll be talking about what not to do when owning a bearded dragon. When you first purchase your bearded dragon, you want to have the cage and the decorations already set up in the cage, so you can put your new purchased bearded dragon in the cage. You do not want to get your bearded dragon out of the cage for about 1 or 2 weeks, so it gets used to its surroundings. If it's been in there for about a couple of days, and you take it out, you could put some stress on your bearded dragon, and you don't want that to happen because it could harm your bearded dragon. You also don't want to bring it outside and let it down on the ground because it could eat some bugs like wild crickets, fireflies. Any type of bug that might be in the grass could be toxic to your bearded dragon, and it could kill your bearded dragon. You also don't want to leave crickets in the cage after 15 minutes. You want to take the crickets out after 15 minutes. If you leave the crickets in there for 15 minutes, the bearded dragon should eat them, but after 15 minutes, you want to take them out because the crickets could bite your bearded dragon and it could have some scabs on it, what can be infected. Then you will have to take it to a vet. You also want to watch out for cats or any other animal that you have in your house, because cat's saliva is toxic to a bearded dragon that could kill your bearded dragon, and dogs might hurt your bearded dragon because they don't know what that is. You do want to get a harness for your bearded dragon so it can free roam in your house. If you do not have a harness, you can build like a little playpen in your house for it, but you do have to watch your bearded dragon so it does not escape. And in case you do have cats, you want to watch the kitty cats in case they get in there with the bearded dragon and they try to bite it, or they try to smack it with their paw, which could hurt the bearded dragon. And you also don't want to leave stuff on the floor because your bearded dragon could possibly eat it, and it could possibly choke them whatever they ate. So you don't want to leave nothing on the floor for them to get a hold of. You want to vacuum and sweep their playpen every day. If you have floor, you want to sweep it. If you have carpet, you want to vacuum it. You don't want to spray any chemicals in the bearded dragon's playpen. You do not want to leave their poop in their cage because that could cause a parasite in your bearded dragon if they keep walking over it and stuff. Which you do want to bring your bearded dragon to a vet every now and then to get a checkup. You don't want to leave your bearded dragon unattended in your house because you could possibly lose your bearded dragon. You want to keep it in a room with no hose or nothing that your bearded dragon can fit into. Bearded dragons, they can fit in very tight spots that you won't even think they will fit in, but they will. You want to keep any animal away from your bearded dragon at all times. You don't want the cats to get a hold of it or the dog because they could kill your bearded dragon, or they could probably stress your bearded dragon out, which if the bearded dragon has too much stress, then your bearded dragon could possibly die over too much stress. Bearded dragons, they are very easy to take care of. They sound like they're hard work, but they ain't. They are a full-time job though, but they're very easy to take care of. Like my first video of the bearded dragon, how to take care, I had mine for 7 months. They're very easy to take care of. You do have to watch the cats though, because they will get on top of your bearded dragon's cage and they think it's their bed, so they will lay down on it. And cats, they are very mischievous, so they will smack your lamps on the floor, and you don't want that either because it could bust your bulb. So just keep the cats and dogs away from your bearded dragon at all times. You want to keep a close eye on your bearded dragon when you have them out of the cage. You do not want to leave your bearded dragon unattended. You don't want to, you can bring your bearded dragon outside, but you do have to have a towel to lay down on the grass so you can put your bearded dragon down on the grass. But you do want to watch them. If they do wander off in the grass, you do want to watch them. In case they do eat anything, you want to take them to a vet that deals with reptiles. You also want to keep a harness on your bearded dragon when they're outside so they don't run off. Bearded dragons, they are very fast runners, so they will get away from you very easily if you're not paying attention. And bearded dragons, they will jump unexpectedly, so that might scare some owners because they will not expect it for them bearded dragons to jump, but they will jump. And you do want to watch your bearded dragon because they could become dehydrated, especially when they're little, because they're always underneath their heat lamp. So you do want to get a syringe and fill it with water, and you just want to put drops on their nose. But if they're really dehydrated, their eyes will be sunken in, so you want to give them a bath every single day until their eyes come back to normal instead of sunk in. So that's about it. All I have for what you need to know about a bearded dragon, what not to do to them. And also you also do not want to pick your bearded dragon up with one hand, because they could have a helicopter tail. That is when a bearded dragon's tail goes in circles. And when you're picking it up by one hand, you want to use both hands so it does not have the helicopter tail. When they do that, they could damage a bone in their tail, and their tail kind of helps them stay balanced when they walk or run. So just use both hands when you get your bearded dragon out of the cage. And as soon as you get them out of the cage, you can lay them on your arm, and that can help. But you also want to support the tail and also the body of the bearded dragon, so you don't hurt your bearded dragon or harm your bearded dragon. And you also don't want to put too much stress on your bearded dragon, because that could kill it. You can watch the stress on the bearded dragon by its beard. It will turn black. And if your bearded dragon is becoming stressed, just put it back in its cage and leave it alone until it calms down. Then you can possibly get it back out. That's about it for this video. That's all I've known about what not to do to a bearded dragon. If you want to see more bearded dragon videos, comment down below. So yeah, that's about it for what not to do when you're owning a bearded dragon. If you have any questions about a bearded dragon, just comment down below and hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.